Finally tonight, a history lesson. This week, the African National Congress, South Africa's ruling political party, marked its 100th anniversary. PBS stations around the country have begun airing a new series about the ANC and the international effort to end apartheid. It's called Have You Heard from Johannesburg? This excerpt focuses on the protests in this country led by major civil rights figures.
And the plan was to request a meeting with the South African ambassador. And we knew that in order to get a meeting with the ambassador, it would have to be people of stature. The ambassador wasn't going to meet with Joe Blow and his friends, so he needed Congressman Walter Fauntroy to make the request.
We called in advance for an appointment, and Ambassador Fauntroy said, yes, we'll come anytime you want. And we said, we'd like to come on Thanksgiving Eve, when ABC, NBC, CBS, AP, and UPI had nothing much to report but turkeys.
And lo and behold, the press arrived and they saw, boom, a picket line.
We spent a couple of hours talking to him, and we simply told him, look, you have not been persuasive, and unless you call Mr. Botha now on this phone and he tells you he's going to dismantle apartheid, we're going to sit in your office. Now, if Mr. Fauntroy had been wise, he would have said, Mr. Fauntroy, it's Thanksgiving Eve. My wife is home preparing the turkey. I can almost smell the dressing now. I'm going home. Now, you can stay here. The carpeting is rather soft. You can sleep on the floor. There's a water fountain out in the hall, and here's the key to the toilet. I'll see you Tuesday. But he didn't. He said, what? I'll have you arrested.
The ambassador played right into our hands. He called the police. The police came and dragged out Mary Frances Berry and Randall Robinson and Congressman Walter Fauntroy in handcuffs.
You can never forget the discomfort of police officers from the District of Columbia who were told to arrest their congressman. And I said, don't worry about it. You put those handcuffs on me. But what you want to do is to make sure that you take me out of here in front of those cameras.
3 prominent American blacks are free on their own recognizance today after spending the night in a Washington, D.C. jail. Walter Fauntroy, the D.C. delegate to Congress, called it, and I quote, an act of moral witness to South Africa's apartheid policy.
When you're in a struggle and you are competing with other forces that also can claim the attention of media, claim the attention of history, really, then as an organizer, you have to strategize to overtake that moment in history. And that is what we try to do on behalf of the people of South Africa.
Have You Heard from Johannesburg is featured on the PBS series Independent Lens. Please check your local listings for the time.